Hey everybody, welcome back to Sunset Wildlife Connections YouTube vlog channel. Today we are getting a very hard freeze, so we are going to talk a little bit about she has zoomies this morning. We're going to talk a little bit about what are some of the different things that I am doing with the animals to ensure that everybody stays warm tonight. It is supposed to warm back up, but tonight and like today and tomorrow are supposed to be really, really cold. Like we're getting a hard freeze. It's going to be under 32 degrees for about 7 hours tonight. So when people say that it doesn't get cold in Northwest Florida, they have no idea what they're talking about because they've never been here during the winter. It absolutely gets cold here. Now, we got snow last year. I actually did a 3-part series last year with the snow. So if you want to check that out, I'll put the links below in the description. But most of the time we don't get snow. Let's hope we don't get it this year. But we're going to kind of walk around today and just talk a little bit about what are some of the things that I do to keep everybody warm. So the lemurs, you can actually see that's Surrey. That was the one running around being crazy. But Mom and Zinni are all in there. There is a heat pad in there. And actually we are going to adjust this house a little bit today. I think we're going to try to put a roof on it just to ensure that they all stay warm tonight. Again, there is a heater. A heater is going to stay on all day and all night and then all day tomorrow as well. So I'll kind of show you what the end result will look like whenever we get it all put together. I might up their diet a little bit today just to ensure that they get a good, variety of food. And I actually might put some food in the house just in case they're hungry and they don't actually want to leave the heat. I want to make sure that they're still being able to eat. Over here we have our 2 rescued foxes. This is Megan. And then that's little MJ back there. Hi, MJ. You're so cute back there. Hi. So these 2 are very winterized on their own. You can see their big fluffy coats. And, we'll probably give them some fluffier towels. It's their deep clean today as well. So we'll probably give them some bigger, fluffier things. But they have lots of hiding spaces where they can get away from the wind and areas where they can be. They're literally like choosing to be out in the wind right now. So they are very much winterized with those big, thick winter coats. They actually did really well last year in the snow. It's actually really beautiful to watch them in the snow, right? Yes, it was, you big fluffy thing. You're so cute. Oh my gosh, I love you. Yes, I do. You're so cute. So yeah, not really much to do with them other than we're just going to give them some bigger, thicker blankets. Oh, Megan, look at how cute and fluffy you are. Hi, fluffy butt. Oh my gosh, you're so cute and fluffy. Yeah, you are. Goats are very hardy little creatures, so not too worried about them, honestly. They have plenty of shelters, multiple shelters. They'll cuddle at night. I might give them some extra hay, but that's probably about all I'm gonna do for them. Super easy and simple. Hardy little critters. All right, next is gonna be the pigeons, which you can see right here. Pigeons, I'm probably just gonna take a sheet and wrap their house. Obviously they have some wind blockers, but just to ensure that they are getting a break from the wind, I'm gonna wrap it almost probably all the way around except for maybe this front half right here. But feed them today. I'm gonna feel all of them, make sure that they have enough weight on them. If anybody needs to eat a little bit extra, that's about all I do for them. Also very hardy animals. These guys live in like big cities and stuff like that where it gets very cold, but they're actually able to choose whether they wanna be in the wind or whether they want to be, tucked in between some buildings and stuff. So I just wanna ensure that they are, they're not wild birds, so they don't really have a choice. They have to be in here. So I just want to make sure it's wrapped so that they stay nice and warm. Okay, next is the parrots. So parrots have all of this around them. You see like the plastic around them. We actually are going to put up another plastic piece right here just to make sure that there is no wind actually getting in here and swirling around and taking away their heat. They do have new heat lamps and they are really nice. You can see little Raz over here enjoying it. Stanley, it's too hot over there for you? Yeah. These are really cool though, because I have them actually attached to Wi-Fi. So I can turn them on and off of my phone, and they have multiple different settings. So I've only turned them up to 5, but I'm obviously probably gonna turn them up a little bit higher tonight since it's gonna be so cold for so long. But it's definitely nice and warm. Like if I were to like step under here, it's warm. Like right here, it feels really good. So, and I think they're like, right now they're on like a 4. So I'll kind of turn them down a little bit during the day, but they'll probably stay on for most of the day today because it's not even supposed to get above 55. So if it gets below 55, I turn on the heaters, and then depending on what the temperature is, as the lower the temperature gets, the higher I actually raise the heat lamp. And again, I can do it all from my phone, and it's really cool. Sometimes if I wake up in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom, I will check my phone, make sure they're still on. I don't have to actually come all the way out here and double check or anything, so that's really nice. Pepper is the only one who doesn't actually get one of these nice heat lamps for the other 2 birds. You can see Deuce is under his. Davy Jones, you're not cold? Both of these 2, actually, the cockatoo and the cockatiel, are from Australia, where it does get cold, so they're a little bit more cold tolerant. But his is called a chi, and so I always just double check it. I'll come over here and I'll feel it, make sure that it's working, make sure that it's on, and I put my hand under there, and it is warm under there, so he is doing good. And obviously he's got the wood in there, so he can be protected from any of the elements as well. All right, I've got our baby tortoises here. So these guys are all about 4.5 years old. We have 2 sulcatas and a leopard tortoise. Once it gets a little bit warmer, I will put them outside with a heat pad. They actually can, obviously choose to be into the sun as well. I'm just kind of waiting for the sun to come up a little bit more so that it hits their enclosure a little bit more. So I'll show you guys that when I go to take them out, but they will absolutely come back in here tonight. Whenever we go to close around 4 and 5, they will come back inside, back in here, and then they'll hang out in here all night until same thing tomorrow morning. Once it gets warm enough and there's enough sunlight, then they will go back outside. Mammal room. Now this has not been cleaned, so just bear with me. Everything's kind of dirty. This room will get cleaned later today when I get an intern coming in. But we have the 2 prairie dogs, very cold resistant. We have a chinchilla who actually loves the cold. You sleeping? I'm sorry I woke you. Got a little Adrian down here. What are you doing down there? Oh, hello. My goodness, good morning. But this room is very cold tolerant. Most of these animals can handle the cold very well. So not too concerned about them. I really don't honestly do anything in this room literally at all, except maybe instead of towels today, they'll get lots more like fleeces, a little bit warmer stuff. Again, he is literally from the mountains where it snows. And so this is like his element. He loves it when it's this temperature. And then you 2 are very heat tolerant as well. Oh no, what happened to your facey poo? Oh no. Prairie dogs right now, it's November, so they're going through their breeding cycle right now. So they usually do this to their faces because both of them are boys. And so they have huge testosterone rises right now because this is breeding season for them. So actually in the wild, they don't even eat. They don't do anything. They focus on breeding, and that's all their job is. So sometimes they'll get these little things on either like with each other because they are, fighting or whatever, like they would be in the wild. They'd be fighting for a female, right? So sometimes they get a little bit crazy. I know. Do you want to cuddle for a minute? Just cuddles. I know you just love cuddles. Yes, you love to cuddle. Uh-oh, here comes the other one. Are you gonna come out here? Yeah, hello. Hello, babies. Oh my goodness. Oh, thank you. Thank you for the kisses. Oh, you're all done? Okay, see you next time. So I'm not done yet. I just got here. And I need the cuddles. I need the cuddles. Oh gosh, are you gonna fall? No, you wanna come back too? Okay, all right. Well, I'll cuddle for a minute. Thank you. Thank you. They're so weird. Such strange beings. Oh, you're gonna go into the hood? Okay. Ow. Ow. They have sharp nails. Oh gosh. Ugh. This one's literally going down my back. You guys are so strange. Just chubby little thing. You're just a chubby chub. There's a big chunk. It's like a big potato. Look at that thing. Big old potato. But yes, they are in breeding season, so it's very interesting. In a couple months they will actually go into like nesting mode, and they'll start taking their hay from their bottom section and bring it all the way up into their little houses to make nests for babies. But obviously we have 2 males, so that's not gonna happen. There's no babies coming ever. So it's cute though. Yes, natural behaviors, huh? Yes. All right. This is our reptile room. Let me zoom out a little bit so you can see better. So lots of reptiles. Everybody does have, who needs it, has heat pads. Obviously heat lights come on during the day. And then I do turn this on. This is a heater. So we have the AC during the summer months, and then we have the heater on during the winter months, but it's usually only on in the evening or like overnight. Just because, one, it pulls a lot of energy, so sometimes it actually pops our breaker when all of the lights turn on. So I will turn it off during the day. It is nice and warm still. It's usually set to 72, so it shouldn't get below 72 in this room. We have the hedgehog in here as well, and she is an equator animal, so she does like it to be pretty warm for the most part. But that's about all I do in this room, to be honest with you. I really don't have, hi baby, what are you doing in there? Blue tongue skink, what you doing? Not even under your heater. So yeah, really not much in this room. These guys have a heat pad. This is the hermit crabs. All right, so anyway, yeah, not really too much in this room, honestly. Pretty easy. Inside's really easy. MJ looking on his lick mat, but I made them a hide here, and then in this back corner, hi Megan. In this back corner I made a little blanket so that one, they can kind of be blocked by the wind, but then they can come down here and it'll be off of the ground but hidden from the wind. So lots of other spots for them to you're so cute, to be able to kind of hide and also be out and sit on certain stuff. It shouldn't be too windy tonight, but you never know. You good girl, Megan. You're so fluffy. Look at that big fluffy coat. You're very cute. Oh, leans. They are in their shifty. Little Zinzins back there. So we put kind of a makeshift roof. It's gonna come back down in 2 days. It literally looks rough because it was cut for something else, but I was like, you know what? Lemurs will just use this as a little diving board, especially little Surrey over there. So Tommy's gonna just put a couple screws in, then I'm gonna wrap it in a big old blanket, put a bunch of stuff in there. I'm actually gonna put some food in there so that if Zinni is hungry and cold, he can have access to both. And then they can be released. Oh my, so much drama. So much drama. Sure.
Diving board set even makes a fun noise.
She's gonna jump off of it, but she'll be fine. Well, as long as Zinni doesn't do that, but
Yeah, let's hope not.
I don't think he will. He gets nervous with stuff like that.
I have to make sure the tools are all out.
Right, we have it like completely wrapped all the way up. And then obviously there's the heat pad underneath, but like tons of spots for them to kind of come back here and get tucked away. It's kind of hard to see. I can go all the way in so they're nice and tucked in. And then like the openings are somewhat closed up as well. So should be nice and warm up there. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to put that food up there. Coming in. You forgot to film?
No, I started it. We're good.
Hi. Here, put it over here. I'm okay. It's okay. It's okay. That food deep in the shift or the house. Yeah. So that Vinny has food in there. Alright, we're back to the pigeons. I just put a big old sheet on where the wind is coming from. So it's nice and wrapped up all the way around now. They can still get some sun on this side this afternoon, and then they'll get the morning sun when it comes up here still. So hopefully they will stay nice and warm. Have it all locked up, weighted down with rocks. I know it kind of looks jerry-rigged, but it's only going to be like this for one night. So yeah, I should stay nice and warm and toasty in here. And then we'll come over here and take a look at the tortoises. I did bring them out. They're so heavy. It's so hard to film and take them out at the same time. But they are out sunning right now. That heat pad is on if they want some belly heat. But you can tell that they're still sunning themselves. Crepe just came down from sunning over there. She might move over now that the sun is kind of moving. But again, they will come back in tonight. They ate pretty good considering it's a little cooler out today. It'll be a little bit warmer tomorrow too, so that's good. And then they'll come in, well, I think one more night, and then they'll be able to stay out here, and we'll lock them in their house. You can see that right there. I'll actually put them into the house, and then I'll take that white thing right there and I will like put it down so they actually can't come out, because every time I would put them in there, Strudel, the leopard tortoise right there, would try and like crawl back out, and I'm like, you need to stay in there, it's warmer in there. And then all the hay, obviously, they have free access to hay all the time. So yeah, silly tortoises. All right, I don't think I have anything else for you guys. That was pretty much all of my winter stuff. But if you guys do have more questions about, you know, keeping animals warm in the winter, some of my procedures and things like that, I can expand on that either through answering the questions or making a whole new video. So just let me know. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Make sure you guys like, comment, and share. I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Pidgeot's all done. All right, I gotta feel each one of you. I know, I'm sorry. I gotta feel each and every one of you to make sure you guys are all nice and fat and happy, okay? All right, let's go. Pidgeots, happy Pidgeots. I have 2 feeding in here. They're just a little on the thinner side. That's Cyclops on the right and then King on the left. King is just a larger bird, so I think he just kind of requires a little bit more food in general. And then Cyclops is just kind of the low man on the totem pole, so I think she just gets less food in general. So feeding those 2 a little extra, and then these guys are good to go. What are you doing? Sunbathing, you beautiful kitty. It's so hard to be that beautiful, huh? Silly mittens.